Like you need to work on that range of motion, staying out of pain, moving in those ranges of motion. Then it gets better. You move all the ground substance, synovial fluid, and all the, change all the liquids, right? And then it heals itself.
Fascinating. I didn't know about the liquid part.
Yeah, I mean we're all liquid, right? We're all energy too, even, right?
Yeah.
And our nerves are like slush, and when there's trauma in the brain or those areas, your brain tightens it up, right? And so no liquids or nutrition gets in there, and it basically starves the areas, and then it doesn't get better. So you have to work on it and intentionally say, I'm going to do this, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger is, doing bicep curls, and he's focusing on his biceps getting bigger or whatever he's focusing on. Same thing with all the things in the body and the brain.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I knew about the mobility part, but I didn't know about hearing about the liquid.
I said like the 3 rings, right? It's like the into-flow, right? The joint mobility, and then the flow fit or the moving yoga, 6 degrees of freedom, and then we have like the strength component, right? We use club bells and kettlebells and steel maces and different things, and so using all those components, like learning like the 7 key components of structure and how to breathe, and just going deeper into stress, like when you go into stress, how to recover from stress, how to deal with stress, and it's very deep, Yeah. And it's interesting because the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, that's where they do all the boot camps for FBI, and the U.S. Marshals run it, right? It's the oldest federal law enforcement training center, right? And they went from all these injuries every class, every single class, to 0 injuries. Yet their push-up test, they improved, so they got stronger, and their running times improved. They got faster without running. We're just doing like lunges, because you breathe with the movement, and it's crazy. It's crazy. And, I have, because I've been around these last 10 years, I've been so dedicated to TACFIT and neuroscience and how the body works. And, you hear all these stories and high level people like, man, I was what do you call it? Road biking, right? And I never road bike, but because I have the breathing connecting to my movements, I just apply the same technique to this. And I have stories too of climbing mountains where I'm not, I was not in the best shape, but I had the technique of the breathing with the movement so ingrained in me that I was able to just climb the mountain,
Fascinating.
Yeah, just with technique,
How come we're not seeing more of it?
Oh, we're working on it, man. Yeah. We're working on it. It starts with us talking about it and sharing it, and you doing it, your wife doing it, and then helping other people, and just like jiu-jitsu, one person, one technique, one experience at a time. And then it makes a difference in your life, and then you want to share that with others. Like my wife, for example, like, she has something, and then, she's learned things, right? And then she's able to help her family and her friends, like, you have this neck pain, because you freak out, you don't know what to do. Do these movements, and then they do it. I'm better. It doesn't hurt anymore.
That makes sense.
It's amazing.